It starts with a seismic shift rather than a buzzer beater or viral highlight. Left everyone in the sports industry speechless. Music. Recently, Caitlin Clark received a surprise proposal from the greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan. This was not anticipated. Not the WNBA, not insiders, not experts, and music. This was so extreme that it went beyond a simple handshake or endorsement. Music. It's so inventive that it might completely change how women's professional sports are organized. Jordan offered Caitlin Clark her own team. Yes, her squad and the sports world both came to a total halt. Music. What does it mean when a GOAT advises a novice, "Let's build an empire together"? This was not a hypothetical situation. Music. Rich businessman Michael Jordan reached out to the most compelling figure in women's basketball. Music. Not sponsorship or mentoring, but an offer to enter the exclusive halls of ownership. Every age group has a different kind of music offer. There's a chance that Clark will be the one to flip a key and open doors that no other professional basketball player has ever possessed. This was hardly a sentimental moment. It was a strategic one instead. Something caught Jordan's attention. Music. He considered Caitlin Clark to be more than just a talented basketball player. There was something unique and indisputable about her, even though she was a force in the market, a movement, and a future. If Jordan is the most informed, it has to do with identifying a generational opportunity and seizing it before others do. After that offer, everything was different. He's not only giving her a squad, he's leaving her a legacy. As a result of this collaboration, the WNBA is changing and reviving. This partnership not only elevates Caitlin Clark but also enhances the league as a whole. It tells all the young women who watch that they don't have to give up on entertainment, fashion, sports, and other pursuits. The Charlotte Hornets were only the start. The Jordan brand alone brings in over $5 billion a year. The man never fails. This is about vision as much as power. Jordan did not extend this offer to any player. He gave her the ability to begin and carry on a legacy. Music. Franchise management was his area of study. On his resume, it reads like a roadmap. Music. He gained international recognition and developed into a master at assembling successful teams. He is now prepared to use the same strategy in the WNBA to dominate any arena, court, music industry, or other environment. Jordan has a unique perspective in athletics because of his background as both a great athlete and a prosperous businessman. This time is crucial because he knows what it takes to strive for success and create something enduring. Music. He saw Caitlin not only as a celebrity but also as a creator, a brand, a disruptor, and someone who has the potential to help a nascent league and increase awareness of it like never before. In the past, he has done this with sneakers, franchises, music, and culture in general. Investors will follow, networks will adjust, and boardrooms, music, will take notice now that he is placing a large wager on Clark. Markets change when Jordan makes a move, and this choice may have an impact that extends well beyond women's basketball. But what is it about Caitlin Clark? Because of the circumstances, Jordan defied all expectations. She is a phenomenon in addition to being gifted. During her inaugural season, which witnessed record-breaking TV viewership and sold-out music arenas, she did more than just make headlines. She made revisions. With more than 1 million people watching each game, Clark alone was able to bring the WNBA out of the shadows and into the mainstream. Social media is ablaze with every step back. The jerseys are selling out fast. 3. She's not just having fun, she's creating a brand in real time. Statistics, music, cannot adequately capture her influence. This relates to cultural gravity. Caitlin Clark is a marketing fantasy, a media event, and a movement all rolled into one. Networks are negotiating, marketers are contacting, and music fans, both new and old, are showing up in greater numbers than ever before because of her. It's not a moment. Rather, it's a shift. Instead of just raising the bar, she's increasing the ceiling on what is possible. Music. Jordan admits that her presence has altered the WNBA's corporate culture. He understands the potential, financial gain, music, and power of working with a company that is changing the market. Jordan is prepared to give Clark the reins to a team that she must own instead of play for. The WNBA's sustainability is no longer up for debate. Music. If Caitlin Clark's first season is any indication, The possibilities are practically endless, so I wonder what her limit is. She has demonstrated that women's sports can be lucrative, popular, and influential on a worldwide scale. Now that Jordan is on her side, we'll find out how powerful that impact can be. Music. This is where things start to get even more creative. In addition to being novel, the idea of player ownership is innovative. Imagine a new period of empowerment in which the league's most marketable player becomes one of its owners, matching profit and performance, and players become CEOs, visionaries, musicians, and moguls. In a world where athletes are occasionally exploited by the structures they support, this is not always the case. This demonstrates that you are not only a component of the product. Its owner is you. This implies that the WNBA can take the lead, music, instead of imitating the NBA, as granting Clark parity entails granting her authority. That's the kind of change that doesn't take place quietly. The media takes notice of it. This isn't fiction, though. Music. It is an illustration of a template. Jordan is aware of how difficult it is to carve out this music legal, financial, and political road. Music. By giving her a seat at the table, he is creating a monarchy for her rather than merely offering her an opportunity, a platform, and a route for other top female athletes to follow. If this is successful, it will affect more than just basketball. Sports will change if Clark and Jordan can pull this off. The NFL, MLB, and MLS will therefore be keeping an eye on it. Then, player ownership sets a new music standard for all leagues. Athletes around the world start to anticipate it and wonder, why can't I own too? When a player like Michael Jordan knocks on your door while holding hands with the most lucrative celebrity, the league must change or else it runs the risk of falling behind. Music. Players may now be required to visit the boardroom, which was previously prohibited. Under the current governance structure, NBA teams are privately owned by investors, who may soon be under pressure to negotiate ownership with players. This argument is supported by Clark's ascent. She has demonstrated that a single player can elevate an entire music league. So why shouldn't she take part? This is about connecting ownership, equity, and justice with influence. The WNBA must be engaged in the outcome if they hope to retain players with Clark's degree of material and emotional commitment. This entails increasing collaboration structures, creating a facility that embodies the modern athlete, reviewing policies, and expanding music. This leads us to the next superpower, Nike and the Jordan brand. Their presence might accelerate this relationship because they have a marketing machine that reaches every aspect of the sports industry and billions of dollars in global sales. Music. We are talking about international campaigns. Imagine personalized clothing and distinctive shoes influenced by Jordan's brand heritage and Clark's ascent. NBA stadiums packed of fans sporting Clark's iconic Jordans, documentaries, and Netflix specials. Music. There are many opportunities for international tours, and given Nike's recent efforts to promote women's sports, the timing couldn't be more ideal. Music. This is the pinnacle of strategy, not merely synergy. Nike's platform would enable Clark's. Beyond basketball, Jordan is adept at using his voice and influence as a weapon. With the swoosh, he built an empire. He might now use it to assist Clark in constructing hers. Together, they would be music, unstoppable. In name and intent, an athlete and a mogul are working together. The nicest thing about the Jordan brand is that it offers more than just sneakers. Music. It sells stories. Caitlin Clark has a strong possibility of becoming its music next big thing, and it sells legends. She has the ability, the determination, and the ability to reach a global audience. What about Jordan? He has the foundation, the plan, the music, and the legacy to grow it. We are all discussing myth-making rather than branding. There would be more to Clark than just a logo. Her movement, message, and mission music would be carried by children everywhere. Consider the consequences of generational differences. It appeals to me. Music. While watching Clark dominate the court, a young girl wearing her iconic JS is aware that the woman on the billboard controls the game she plays. Music is a type of cultural weaponry that does more than just inspire. It transforms. Jordan's brand aims to rewire dreams. It says you don't have to follow the rules. You can make your own. Provide precisely that kind of disturbance. Nike's increasing dedication to women's sports, meanwhile, goes beyond publicity. Profit-driven, they monitor the direction of the movement. They see the unprecedented merchandise, engagement, and ratings figures. Leading that movement is Caitlin Clark. Music, Jordan's leadership might usher in a new era and a signature shoe for Nike's women's basketball lineup. Then come Adidas, Music, Puma, Under Armour, and other businesses. As they attempt to catch up, what will they all be looking for? That kind of power comes from being first. That is the benefit of being able to see. With each press release, Jordan and Clark changed first. The story shifts with each endorsement and pair of sold-out sneakers. Music, playing women's basketball is not charitable. Investment, it is always the most respected. Jordan noticed more than just the genius of Caitlin Clark. He saw himself as a youthful, ambitious phenomenon who, with the right tools, could transform the world. Music, he is currently ensuring that she has the platform, ownership, and influence. He is examining more than simply potential future developments in basketball. The entire sports climate is being shaped by the kind of power move he's making. Whispers are already evolving into discussions and boardroom meetings within NBA ownership circles. The Wnba front offices, ESPN, and Wall Street are all asking the same question. Is Caitlin Clark able to become a what does the fact that she owns a share of her own squad mean to everyone else? What does it signify that the world's top female athletes have all been advised to stay in their respective fields? When someone like Clark actually rewrites the plan, there are no more lanes. Time. Not with Jordan at her side, bringing his reputation, brand, heritage, and music to a fresh interpretation of what sports may be. They are radically altering the paradigm by changing not only who gets to play but also who gets to own. Let's not act as though there won't be opposition to this. Music, traditionalists and gatekeepers are powerful individuals who have amassed wealth by maintaining the current quo. Music, this won't sit well with them. They will refer to it as a threat, a gimmick, or a diversion. They know it's risky. They will therefore oppose it. Jordan and Clark realize deep down that the throne is changing and power is, music, changing, which is why they aren't requesting permission. One step at a time, they are establishing a precedent, and each step erodes the foundation of an antiquated institution. Music, this cooperation is disproving the notion that women's sports are less valuable, music pleasant, or deserving in every business agreement, sold-out game, well-received tweet and article. The last nail in its coffin. The timing is perfect as collegiate athletes start to take advantage of nil deals, as funding for women's sports is at an all-time high and female athletes are finally receiving greater attention. At the heart of it all is Caitlin Clark. She is cashing in on herself rather than cashing out on her vision and a future in which she is a power broker rather than merely a participant. If this vision comes to pass, do let us know what you think in the comments area. Music. To ensure you don't miss anything, subscribe and turn on all notifications. Once you click the video on the screen, we'll see you in the next one. Music.